Hey guys, again it's Jordan Schrant and welcome back to day 3 of our KOKORO training. Hopefully over the last 48 hours you've been able to do some really good self-reflection and just kind of thinking through what you're really going to want out of this business and just really coming to grips with how exciting of an opportunity this really is. So now that you have made a decision that, you know what, this is a great opportunity, this is a great thing to be involved in, today we're going to get to some of the nuts and bolts of how you actually go about sharing. The beauty of Young Living is that you're not inventorying any products. You don't have to keep anything, you don't have to buy any bulk of stuff and go out to parties and sell it all off and pawn it off to your friends. Instead, your whole goal is to get people to enroll with their own wholesale membership. So how do you do that? How do we have people enroll under you with using your member number and getting their own kit, their own account set up? Well, the most simple way to do that is simply just to share your stories and your experiences with other people. Sometimes you're going to do that intentionally and really on purpose and really, kind of like, I'm going to really pursue this person. Other times it's just by kind of natural, I'm using things around friends and family and they're asking me questions. I put on lavender in the line at the store and someone asked me about it. Or I was over at a picnic with my friends and I started spraying on, bug repellent or whatever. And they were like, oh, what is this? Sometimes it's just natural, but other times and more often, it's really on purpose. It's really intentional. So today I want to talk to you about that intentional sharing with the intention of actually enrolling someone. So I'm here at home and I have kids leaving and people going all over the place. So forgive me if you can hear that noise in the background. So let's talk about intentional sharing. I love that you can feel really good about sharing and developing a relationship with someone with the intention of enrolling them. How can you do that authentically? Well, you do that authentically because number one, you love people and you want people to be well. You want people to feel good, to look at their best, to have the most vitality, the most energy. You want to help people prevent sicknesses. You want to be a part of what we talked about yesterday, right? So if that is your heart for people, don't feel bad about pursuing them specifically to share Young Living with them, because I promise you the benefit and the blessing to their family and their life by you enrolling them is so much greater than the benefit it is to your business by enrolling them. So let's talk about a few specific ways how you can really share intentionally. Usually it's going to start with some kind of a list or a group of people in your mind that you have written their name down or you've thought about them and say, you know what, these 20 people are people that I want to share Young Living with first. Like just share right out the gate with these people. People that are kind of what we call your warm market, people that you know well, that you have relationships with, that's kind of those first people that you're going to want to share with. And so how do you do that? Write their names down on a list and then learn how to rock your communication. Your communication with people starts with your personal brand. It starts with your confidence in knowing that what you're doing is worthwhile, that you are a truth seeker and a truth teacher to everywhere you go. And then once you have that foundation, you are simply sharing your stories. Share everything from the very first, time that you tried an oil that you thought it was totally crazy to the time that you really saw some amazing testimonies by using an oil. Maybe it's just that, you know what, I am using them all, I'm liking them all, I'm trying to really work on having a chemical-free home. And my spot in this journey is that we are working towards a more natural lifestyle. And I just want to bring people in on this journey with me. I want all my family and friends to experience that natural lifestyle as well. And that might be your story, but all you're doing is sharing that intentionally with others. You say, you know what, I want to strike up lots of conversations. You should be starting conversations and just a frenzy of excitement with so many people, both in person and on Facebook and through text and through emails. Start up conversations with a ton of people because you want to run out of the gate. You don't want to just kind of say, maybe I might talk to one person. If you want to launch an explosive business, the very best thing you can do is start a lot of conversations. A lot of conversations. I remember when I was first getting started, I had so many conversations going with so many people. At first, I was like, this is crazy. This is overwhelming. But then I realized that means that this is a lot of activity for my business. And I can tell you that when you see that bubbling happening and you see that excitement and people asking questions and they're engaging and they're wanting to know more, and you maybe set up your Facebook online class, or you do a call-in class, or you send them a 101 class that they can listen to or they can watch, and then you follow up with your enrollment link and say, hey, here, enroll, get your starter kit. This is going to be amazing. You're going to love this. When that's happening and all of this excitement's happening, that is when you are totally rocking your communication, because that is the very first step to creating some serious momentum for kicking off your business. It is so much easier to grow whenever you've got this momentum that you've built. This isn't going to happen by starting just one or two conversations. It's going to happen by you being really intentional about starting a lot of conversations with a lot of different people, because everybody's in a different season. They're in a different place in their journey. Some people are going to be really excited. Other people are going to be like, yeah, I might want to learn more. And other people are just going to be like, it's not a good time for me. We're moving. I'm having a baby. We're under a lot of stress, whatever. And some people just straight up won't respond to you. But remember, whenever you start these conversations, it's got to be about life. It's about family and marriage and travel and summer experiences and their interests and their hobbies and their careers and their kids and all those things. Start a conversation that is a real conversation. And then later on into that, then maybe after a few hours of talking, or if you're online, or maybe if you're sitting with them one-on-one for coffee, maybe after the first 20 minutes or 30 minutes of just having conversation. Maybe it's after a few weeks if you've just been kind of intermittently sending messages back and forth. But after a time where you feel like you've kind of talked through a lot of important, fun family and relationship things, then you can say, hey, I am on this journey towards a more natural lifestyle. My family's really trying to go chemical free in our home. And I'm really passionate about sharing it. And I really want to be a part of a generational movement to better our world, to better our generation, for people to be truly informed and guardians of the threshold of their home. And I was just wondering if you know anything about Young Living. Have you ever heard of it before? And a lot of times that open-ended kind of thought and just getting it started like that, people are like, oh yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, actually I have heard of Young Living. And then you can just go from there. What have you heard? Do you know anything about it? I am actually a member and I love it, and I love sharing it with other people. You should totally get a membership. You would love having access to this online store. Keep it relational. Keep it less about formal, approach, and more about relationship and helping to meet a need for them. That is how you rock your communication. Get busy, get messaging people, keep that conversation going with lots of different people. Have 101 classes, have 101 online things, have call-ins, plug into what your upline's doing, but just make sure you're giving lots of opportunity to share your story, your Young Living experience with as many people as possible right out of the gate. All right, so enjoy that tonight. Definitely start lots and lots of conversations and just get those balls rolling. And if you have any questions, plug back in here. We will help answer your questions, and we are so excited for you to just start sharing your stories and rocking your communication with others. So we will see you back tomorrow for day 4 of this training. Bye-bye.